Today is Monday, April the 2nd, and it was last Monday that I was struck with bells. And forgive my appearance, but truth be told, I don't feel very spectacular or beautiful right now anyways, but I'm fresh out of the shower, so this is what you get. I am 31 weeks pregnant tomorrow, and essentially I thought I had an ear infection that there were no other factors that it could have been at the time. I wasn't sick. Kind of find out it wasn't an ear infection at all. It was Belle's, as you can see. And the only thing that I could think of that might bring this on would be edema or fluid retention, quite a bit of it a few days prior to this occurring. So as you can see, I have a pretty severe case, or what I have determined is probably a pretty severe case considering the research that I have done. As you can see, I can lift my eyebrow and I have no movement on this side at all whatsoever, just smooth over here. When I blink, this is pretty much the extent of it. It doesn't close all the way. I've probably got 1 to 2 millimeters that, just it won't close. So I have to keep lubricating gel drops in my eye. And obviously B's, P's, and F's are very difficult to say right now. I have to wear an eye patch at night to protect my eye. Otherwise it'll dry out and almost feel like sandpaper. I have no movement in my cheeks, so when I smile, it looks like this. Yeah. I cannot flare my nostrils. That's all I get. And as you can see, everything just kind of pulls to the healthy side. This little philtrum, I guess is what you would call it. When I talk, everything just really distorts to the healthy side. Absolutely no movement on the right side, which is terrifying, for lack of a better way to put it. From the research I've done, on average, the statistics, and I read it from a couple different websites. I can't really say for sure where they came from now. Everything seems to be mixing together, but apparently pregnant women have a higher prevalence of suffering bells during the 3rd trimester of pregnancy. And the prognosis isn't nearly as good as other cases maybe, or may have, non-pregnant women. From what I understand, it's about 52% can expect a satisfactory recovery. And it's a lengthier recovery. My doctor, when I went in to see her, my OB I'm referring to, said that she had treated 2 other cases, and it was approximately 2 months postpartum before those women had noticeable differences in their faces. So the past week I've been dealing with a lot of emotional issues, and I know it feels selfish to be so upset about something like this, but it's difficult not to, because the face that you see in the mirror is not the face that you've grown to know for so many years. And unfortunately, people don't know how to take you. Strangers stare at you, and those that do know you or care about you have a difficult time making eye contact with you, which I can understand. And obviously it makes working difficult, not just because of the discomfort from, not just because of the discomfort of feeling like an oddity, but also because of the pain. There's pain that radiates behind the ear and through the neck down what you would call the sternocleidomastoid muscle. And in conjunction with that, staring at a computer monitor all day isn't necessarily easy because we have a tendency to blink a lot less when you're looking at a computer monitor, which has a tendency to make your eye dry out a little bit more. And the more that I talk, the more uncomfortable it gets. So over the past 3 days, I've really noticed that before I could touch my face and feel sensation. I could feel that I was touching my face. And I can still feel that, but the difference now is that I got this pain that just kind of develops out of nowhere, that it will radiate all the way around my face. And even sometimes to the touch, it is painful. So I found that taking hot showers and just letting the shower head beat the droplets directly on my face feels good. It's almost like a massage in a way. But that water seems to make, it feel a little bit better, the heat and everything. So I've been using heating pads too. And the protocol of care that they're using for me is a little bit different than what I read online. A lot of what I read online as of late indicates that the treatment protocol for a pregnant woman should be the same as that of a non-pregnant woman. They do have me on prednisone, but I took 20 milligrams for the first 4 days, and then for 3 days after that, I take 15, and then for 6 days after that, I take 10 milligrams, and then I drop down to 5 milligrams for the last 2 days. So it's like a tapering program. And I'm sure that they're concerned, that they don't want to over-medicate me or whatnot, but the OBGYN assured me that the pill form does not cross the placenta. And they also gave me pain pills, Vicodin, for the pain when it gets excruciating. And obviously I'm doing my best not to take any of that because I don't want to harm my baby in any way, shape, or form. So needless to say, this is just a very, very scary process, and I'm absolutely terrified. When you go online and you read cases or any type of paper in general that says that you may never get the feeling back in your face, that's absolutely terrifying, for lack of a better way of putting it. I know it sounds a little selfish to say, but when my baby arrives, I hate it that this is the face that she has to see. And I know that she won't know anything different. I mean, she knows me and my body and so forth, but I want to be able to look at her and smile.